about the aliens.
This is President Eden, and you're listening to Enclave Radio, the voice of America. Hello again, America the Magnificent. This is President Eden, and I was hoping we could talk. Did you know there are those amongst us who would shatter our hopes for peace, order,
look at me like
and
the perk.
security? These
Like
radical malcontents don't care about you. They don't care about America. All they care about is fulfilling their own selfish desires. Let's take a tally of these agitators, shall we? There are, of course, the raiders, those anarchistic ruffians who roam the wastes, preying on any and all, stealing, murdering. The so-called Brotherhood of Steel. Don't be fooled by their pseudo-knightly nonsense or supposed connections to the United States Army. These power-armored Boy Scouts are nothing more than common criminals with access to some antiquated technology. Criminals who have had the audacity to claim this country's most important military installation, the Pentagon, as their own personal clubhouse. And don't be fooled, America. Those who have left the Brotherhood of Steel, branded outcasts, are just as dangerous, even more so, being in exile. And what about the slavers of Paradise Falls? The frighteningly irradiated ghouls of Underworld? And last but not least, the hideously mutated super mutants that have completely overrun the entire downtown DC area. Lawlessness, terror, murder. They're all around us. I know. Not for long, sweet America.
Oh, titties.
Not for long.
Oh, no radio. Okay, copyright. What the God damn it.
I'm gonna tear you up! Oh!
Gear up, soldier!
Oh, this is gonna be fun. It's go time!
Oh, shit. I must have pulled this. Fast people. Oh, boss. Fast. Yo, dipshit. What's up?
Help. You see these all over nowadays. I wonder what it means.
That? Forever.
I don't know about you, but those Enclave iBots give me the creeps. Oh!
Let 'em eat lead!
Run away! He's calling. Oh, yeah. Like, that was my bitch. Yeah, just kill my bitch. What the hell, man? That was my bitch. Just comes up, shoots your wife, and just runs away from you. What the fuck is he gonna do? I'm wearing, like, you know, probably titanium or tungsten armor. And he's got like a lead pipe. I rattle my ass. That's about it. But did he go up? Yo, you suck! Keep on following. Oh, is that? Yeah, that'll probably. What's up, homeboy? Now he's like, yeah, now I'll go down. That actually.
This is hopeless!
I was thinking when you were chasing.
Enemy lead!
Oh, yeah, I mean, hopeless. How do you? Ooh, whoa. Oh, I've been to.
Are advised to stand clear.
Do that.
Systems
Are you ready to have sentry back?
alert. Use of lethal force in front. Press. Combat and safety cannot be guaranteed.
Well, if on the fourth one, they make fun of the third one. They put these guys as toys. Oh, we could go.
Enemy lead!
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Oh shit, oh shit. Oh shit, oh shit. Oh shit, oh shit, I might die. Asshole, probably. Never mind. I remember. I know. Yep. God damn it! Shit, I'll just do the way. Harold's in there. I forget which one. I think he's the first one. Master. First one. These ones look too goddamn old. Literally old. Like not even. Fourth person. Sounds like Farmville. Bit.
Gear up, soldier!
Damn it.
Your brain! Wave of the future! No!
Alright, I'll pick that. Catch. How much is? I feel like on New Vegas, their stuff is overpriced. That hunting rental in Vegas is like, even at that condition, like, that's so weird on Twitch from all it new. What the hell? Morty. Morty. Well, that's why I like this one. Far, super far. Gotta be actually like 8 feet.
Outsider, you have arrived. Please, come closer. I have something of the utmost urgency to speak to you about. Do hurry. He doesn't like to be kept waiting.
I gotta feel the full experience. Rail and like country. Oops. Steve.
I'm so glad you're here. It's been a while since anyone's visited us, and he's been waiting for someone like yourself to arrive. If you wouldn't mind following me, I'll bring you right to him. Excellent. Please, follow me. All will be explained.
We welcome you
Hurry
with
up, shorty.
outstretched
Oh
arms.
shit, I might be taller than I.
I can't believe you're here.
Oh, I am.
Revel, outsider, for he has chosen you.
Goddamn Jack.
We welcome you with outstretched arms.
It's pretty though.
You are welcome amongst us, outsider.
Welcome, outsider. Welcome to Oasis. Evening. You have no idea how overjoyed I am to see you. Normally, outsiders are forbidden inside Oasis, but he has made an exception.
Good.
The innocent creatures are drawn here by his gifts. They come from across the wasteland to live in this sanctuary. This part of the world is healing, my friend, and it's all thanks to him. He is the one who grows. He is the one who gives. And he is the one who guides. No one speaks his name out of reverence for his majesty. Thanks to him, the tree minders have a home. I would have preferred that he made the introduction, but I understand your hesitation. The Great One is a god tree. A living, breathing, speaking god tree. The tree minders are blessed to have this being watch over us. Yes, my apologies. I don't speak to outsiders very often, and I tend to get lost in conversation. As you approached Oasis, he said you were coming, and I was sent out to meet you personally with a request. He wishes to meet with you. You'd be the first outsider to do so in a very long time. Yes, person. To meet him, you must undergo the ceremony of purification. Once that's complete, you'll be able to speak to him. Whenever you're ready. I'm afraid not. No one gets to see him without first drinking the sap from the basin here in the pavilion. The sap will purify your mind and body of anything harmful that could possibly hurt him. Other than that, there's nothing more to the ceremony. Then you are free to go. He had requested to see you, but he said not to take you against your will. It saddens me greatly you don't wish to see him, but you must follow your own path. If you change your mind, come speak to me.
Oh hell no! So I know what
Hello?
Harold thinks. I'm got to go.
Enemy
Scum!
Enemy dead!
His wrath upon you.
How dare you!
I'm getting out of here.
You having it from Niville? I know what they're going to do. They're gonna make me drink that, and I was gonna get, you know, stripped weapon, button naked. By button naked. Save here. do both.
Enemy kick some ass! Enemy
Prepare
leg!
for your last roll. The fire is You're mine, outsider.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
No, yeah.
Oh! Ow! Oh! Oh!
Oh.
Time to kick some ass!
I'm 9 feet tall. Nine. Oh, actually. It was. It's actually funny. Oop. Harold. Damn, Harold, you're even big.
How dare you come into Oasis and shoot up the place? Even Bob is mad at you, and he never gets mad, except when I don't stop calling him Herbert. Leave me alone. Me and Bob have better things to do than speak to a murderer. Now go away. Never come back. How dare you? Even Bob. I can't believe you'd kill those innocent people like that. And I thought I was a monster. If I could move, I would show you a thing or two. But Bob has me stuck here. Those people you killed were some of the most peaceful people in the wasteland. How could you do that to them? I can't believe... Leave me alone.
That's actually not tough, like 4.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I can't believe...
I think it was only monster. Fire that. Fire that. The lasers. Damn it. I can't even do what I wanted to do. I'm a nation. Camera. Actually, awesome streams. Yeah. Here. Well, that's not how I'm gonna do this. How I do. Drug my quickly.
You are welcome amongst us, outsider.
Can I speak?
You have no idea how overjoyed I am to see you. Normally, outsiders are forbidden inside Oasis, but he has made an exception. The innocent, he's no mere god, my friend. He is the one who grows. He is the one who gives. And he is the one who guides. Thanks to him, the tree minders have a home. I would have preferred that he made the introduction, but I understand your hesitation. The Great One is a god tree. A living, breathing, speaking god tree. The tree minders are blessed to have this being watch over us. Yes, my apologies. As you approached Oasis, he said you were coming, and I was sent out to meet you. He wishes to meet with you. You'd be the first outsider to do so in a very long time. Yes, person. To meet him, you must undergo the ceremony of purification. Once that's complete, you'll be able to speak to him. Whenever you're ready, we may begin. It's simple, really. You drink the sap from the basin here in the pavilion. The sap will purify your mind and body of anything harmful that could possibly hurt him. I assure you, nothing harmful will happen to you. Very good. Take your place in front of the basin and let's begin.
Bro, I'm like, oh, you got me.
As soon as the rest of the tree minders are in place, we'll begin.
Oh.
Drink of the sap from the basin. Only then will he reveal himself. We will now recite the blessing to ward off any harm the outsider may be carrying before he proceeds to the grove.
I bid you depart, agents of destruction, through the power of his divine will.
Leave our homes and bodies immediately. Live no longer in them, but pass over into places where you can harm no one.
In the name of his frondescence, I call his wrath upon you, so that wherever you may go, you bear it with you.
And, diminishing from day to day, you may disappear, except where you serve the health and good purposes of mankind. May no trace of you be found.
All this, may he be so good as to grant us, who is to come to judge the living and the dead, and the world by his verdure.
Amen. Soon, you will pass peacefully into sleep, outsider. And when you awake, you will witness his glory firsthand.
Did I just sleep or do they strip? Says I'm on. Look at grenade. A damn tree. Oh, bang! Get rid of your weed, my man.
Enemy lead!
Foolish is he who seeks to deceive.
I'm out of here!
This is hopeless!
Foolish is he who seeks to deceive.
Nancy, take a son of vitamin M and keep fighting.
Foul. Damn. Foul.
Hanging
Down.
there.
Down.
Come on, you got it. Take me out.
I'll turn
Oh!
you into
May he smite you!
Help!
Leaving you. Take my alone.
Glad to see you're finally awake. I can't believe they made you do that stupid ceremony. They listen when I talk, but they don't hear. You know what I mean? Where? You mean in here? Nah, it's just me and Herbert. He's the tree. We're old pals, the best of buddies, and we know each other inside and out, literally. Well, his name's really Bob. I think it's funny to call him Herbert, but I don't think he thinks it's that funny. Well, I suppose you could look at it that way. See, Bob used to ride around on top of my head, sunk his roots right in there, you know. Well, eventually, he got bigger than me, and then I pretty much ended up inside. It was a long time ago. I tend to lose track. I was exploring some sort of a military base with some other people. I think it was called Mariposa. Mariposa.
The master.
We were pretty deep inside and we found some weird vats of this nasty green goo. Right when we were about to leave, I think we were attacked. Yeah. Last thing I remember before blacking out was something knocking my friend into the stuff. You have no idea how glad I am to hear that. Or we're glad to hear that, me and Bob. I had you brought in here to ask a very simple favor. Would you please kill me? I wish it was that simple. No. There's only one way you're gonna be able to do this for me. Oh, no, don't worry about them. When you decide to go down there, I'll have a little chat with Birch and the rest of the gang. They usually don't understand a word I say, but I'll make 'em come around. How to put this? I've been feeling rather spread out lately. I think Bob's kinda shoved my insides around some. It's hard to tell where everything is, but it's always that way with one's insides, isn't it? Anyway, I believe Bob's carried some of my organs into his root system. I want you to go underground and destroy my heart. Well, I used to carry those pesky caps a long time ago, but I think my pockets are in those shrubs over yonder. I'm pretty sure the caves below me are full of all kinds of nifty gizmos you could take on your way to my heart. Help yourself. You will? Oh, you made us so happy. Oh, isn't that right, Bob? Just give me a little time to say goodbye to good old Bob, and then I'll be ready. No. Herbert is the tree. Bob is his real name, but I call him Herbert because I think it's pretty funny. But I'm still in here too. What's left of me? The name's Harold.
And I'm telling you, you've got it all wrong. Why else would he have called for an outsider's assistance?
The outsider is here to deliver us from our enemies, to keep this place safely locked away from the wasteland, not to exploit us.
How can we preach about peace when all you want to do is keep his gift all to ourselves? That's not what he would want.
If we allow the spread of this miracle to continue, we're putting him in jeopardy. I can't allow that. I won't allow it.
Once again, my husband, we are at an impasse. I suggest we speak to the outsider.
Agreed. Why else would the outsider have been allowed into the grove? Perhaps it's a test. Yes, that must be it.
I just kind of want to go all Undertaker double choke.
I know why you're here, and despite what my wife thinks, I know you'll do what's best for Oasis. After all, he chose you, and he would never want to put us in harm's way. Oh, he's testing you now, just like he tested us. He wants to see if your faith is strong by spinning these incredible stories. Who else but a god could produce all of this? Don't worry, you'll soon see things.
Is that Reno? Reno can't even see me though.
The Great One does tend to speak in riddles, But if that is his way, then so be it. My talks with him have become quite puzzling of late. I think he's beginning to fear his future. The Great One's influence is growing, and soon it will break free of the confines of this secluded vale. We can't allow Oasis to call attention to itself like that. It would be the end of him. If the same sap that you drank to purify yourself could be applied to his heart, it should stop the spread. I can promise you no harm would come to him. That's all I ask of you, outsider. Nothing more, nothing less.
I love Birch, but sometimes I think he doesn't see the big picture. The spreading of his influence is not a curse. It's a great miracle, a benefit meant for the entire wasteland.
True.
Of course we do. He yearns to share his miracles with the whole world, to give the gift of life back to the dead wasteland. It's upsetting him to no end, but Birch can't see the pain it's causing. But now that you're here, I have a feeling the winds are about. I heard what my husband wanted you to do. What I propose is an alternative. The same person that created the sap also created this liniment. If you can reach his heart, it will assist him in making his influence increase. Instead of centuries, the wasteland will become green in mere decades. Just imagine how glorious that would be.
You're a guest among us, and quite welcome outside.
Branch tender cypress at your service. Goodbye, outsider.
Can I go in there?
Gear up, soldier!
Two more. Then a bullet train. Wait, actually.
Gear up, soldier!
That's cornered. I'm cornered.
Gear up, soldier!
Down.
The choice you made disturbs me, outsider. Why you chose to side with my wife when it's quite clear Oasis would be in peril eludes me. No matter. What's done is done, and I'll still do the best that I can, keeping him safe from those that seek to harm him.
I feel a change in the air. I wonder what it could be.
Kind of a good point. I mean,
Tree Father and Leaf Mother have conferred with the Great One. Something important must have happened.
kind of a good point. I mean, spreading, and I don't know.
Welcome,
Burning him stops
outsider.
it.
Welcome to Oasis.
If it goes too fast, hey, throw to the side. He would overthrow.
Our leaders have spoken with the Great One. I hope nothing's wrong.
You've done a great deed this day, my friend. The gifts the Great One has bestowed upon us will now take mere decades to breach the confines of Oasis instead of centuries. In your short visit here, I can see you've learned much. That's a rare gift in these turbulent times. I believe there are a few tree minders who wish to speak to you before you depart. I think you'll find their appreciation quite rewarding. Good luck in all your journeys, my friend. I hope your time here has opened your heart as well as it opened your eyes.
So, it looks like you decided to do things their way, huh? How come? So, they really need me that badly, huh? Yeah, I guess I never thought of it that way. Awfully selfish of me. Should we give 'em another chance? Herbert. Fine, fine. I mean, Bob. I still think it's funny when I call him Herbert. No, don't get me started on them. I'm liable to talk about them all day. It even drives poor old Bob crazy. Oh, you wouldn't believe how they handle them. They make them drink this gunk that Poplar makes. Sometimes they just go nuts and start running around. And sometimes when they wake up and see me, they run for the hills. I'll tell you. Outsiders are almost as entertaining as the tree minders. They wouldn't listen to me at all. I told them something simple, then it got done. Otherwise, Birch spent a week looking for a hidden meaning. Plus, he used to just pop in whenever he wanted and started chanting this nonsense. Sometimes I used to just sit there silently just to make him mad. That was fun for a while. Hopefully this will all change now that things are different. Thanks to you. Okay. Wave bye-bye, Bob. Oh, come on. Move a branch at least. Oh, wait.
Hello again, outsider.
What do you want? I'll do what I do best. I'll make sure Oasis never falls, even if it means my own death.
I'm very happy to see you again, safe. I somehow knew you'd be the one to make the changes that Leaf Mother Laurel desired. I helped to create the hoods that you see all tree minders wear. It's said that the cloth has a part of the Great One's spirit woven into the fibers. I present this to you as thanks. Wear this with pride and bring the message of renewal to all the corners of the wasteland. I see a clash between insects and industry and the men that control them.
Welcome, outsider. Welcome to Oasis.
Hello?
We welcome you always with outstretched arms.
Hello again, outsider.
It's good to see you again, outside. Ah, it's nice to have the pleasure of your... I've never known someone to show as much caring as you did towards us. It seems to be rare to run into anyone like that anymore. That's partly why I never returned to my former life after I found myself in this place. Allow me to present a piece of my past to you, friend. Perhaps it will serve you better than it served me. I'll remain here and help in any way that I can. I owe them my life, and I intend to repay that debt until my last. May the sap of his wisdom sustain you.
Oh, wrong. It's me. Man, Mal.
Ah, outsider. Back again. And I see.
Gone.
We welcome you always with outstretched arms.
Like the second tallest.